All right, guys, so I just watched Marvel Zombies, and I'm going to give it a yay or a nay. I couldn't come up with a better intro, so it is what it is. All right, so Marvel Zombies is a spin-off of What If. It is in the exact same continuity of that one Marvel Zombies episode, and that is for better and for worse. Now, what I will say is that I feel like you know whether or not this show is for you. If you watch that trailer and you went, wow, dude, TVMA? Wow, dude, gore, blood, and guts, and blah, 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 blah. And if that excites you, then yeah, this is going to give you that. However, if you want more from this, like if you want a really compelling story, if you want interesting characters with interesting arcs, if you want like themes that are explored well, I mean, look, this show is not going to win any Emmys for best screenplay or best performances or best anything really, because this is very much What If. Personally, I'm not that big of a fan of What If. I find the animation to just be lame. Not that there aren't some cool moments, like you're watching the trailer right now. There's definitely cool moments of well like shot. I don't know, what do you call it in animation, cinematography. I don't know. Like there are definitely cool moments, but I just find the whole style to be really uninspired, especially when like X-Men '97 I feel like looks so good. Even though I'm not completely sold on the animation style of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, I can at least like respect what it's going for. Well, the What If animation I think is just really lame, and I don't know, I kind of wish that they would have gone in another direction. So yeah, the animation is very bleh to me. The other part that's very much like What If that kind of carries on here is that the writing is just not good. A lot of people will say, for as far as like more recent Marvel projects, post Endgame Marvel, that there's too much humor, emotional beats are undercut by jokes. And to be honest with you, I feel like that stuff has always been there with Marvel. One of the big problems with a lot of post Endgame stuff is that a lot of it just isn't funny, like at all, really. And I feel like What If is like the epitome of that. Of they go for jokes and they just do not land. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen a joke in What If and gone, boy, howdy, that's a knee slapper right there. I feel like it's always just cringe. And Marvel Zombies is no exception to that. Yeah, I don't know, the What If writers, I assume it's the same people working on this. They're just not good at their job. And so that's where I kind of fall with this series, is that I didn't hate watching it. Again, from the ape brain that watched the Marvel Zombies trailer and went, wow, dude, gore and blood and guts and blah, 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 blah. Like, a lot of that stuff is there and it's enjoyable and fun to watch. Like, at the end of the day, seeing Spider-Man use like 16 webs to like yank zombie heads off of their bodies is cool. And there are like a bunch of like cool concepts here, like, Wanda Maximoff is like an evil zombie queen, and she kind of still has her consciousness because of her powers, and there are moments where she just straight up talks, and it's like, that's cool. You have Blade in this, who is he basically took Khonshu from Moon Knight. Or I think they say that Moon Knight died, and so Khonshu then like put himself onto Blade. And that is just cool. Like, Blade Knight, I think I've seen people refer to him as. That's just badass. And it is cool in the show. I love Miss Marvel. I mean, they don't necessarily put a cool twist on Miss Marvel, but I like Miss Marvel. I think Iman Vellani is, and I've said this before and I maintain this, she is the best casting in the MCU since Tony Stark as Iron Man. And it is such a shame that after her show, the only projects that she's been in is The Marvels and Marvel Zombies. They are wasting her in ways that I could not even fathom. And so, but yeah, like, it's just, you still need to tell a good story. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not enough to just be like, hey, like it feels like this is the mentality of the What If writers. It's literally all just, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? Wouldn't it be cool if that happened? but they're just not good at actually giving you compelling characters. And I feel like there are also times where they want you to like implant the emotional attachment that you have from these characters in the MCU, and they want you to just like carry that over into this. I think a good example of this is Yelena and Red Guardian. They're also in the show. And it feels like they just want you to carry over your attachment that you have from their relationship that started in Black Widow and then developed into Thunderbolts. And they want you to have that same emotional attachment. But it's just like, that's not the Red Guardian and Yelena from the MCU. That's not them. They're different characters. It doesn't matter if they look like them. It doesn't matter if they sound like them. If you just have them have an emotional scene, it's not going to be effective because you did not get me attached to this specific iteration of these characters. And so, yeah, that's kind of where I land with this. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly serviceable. It's enjoyable to watch. But do you have to go and watch this? Is it must-watch television? No. I think when it comes to Marvel animation, X-Men 97 is clearly at the top. You know, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is solidly at number 2. And then, you know, What If and... Well, I actually enjoyed Eyes of Wakanda. I'll put it solidly at 3. But then, like, you kind of, like, fall down a set of escalators, and there you have What If and Marvel Zombies, which are effectively a part of the same show. So, yeah, I don't know. Marvel Studios, you should honestly just fire the the What If writers. I just don't think that they're good. And yeah, just do actual shows. Just continue on with X-Men 97. Continue on with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We don't need this. It's fine that it exists, I guess, but I don't need it in my life. But anyways, let me know what you think if you've seen it. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.